Hello, welcome into this mystery reading. I'm Molly, the Quantum Leap Queen. Thanks for joining me on this reading. These readings are a timeless resource for you to come utilize whenever you need some extra nourishment in your life. Trust that if you found this reading or this reading found you today, that there is a message here for you. I'm going to set the intention, as always, to give you the best messages that you need to hear today. And we're going to start with the Paz Tarot. Let's take a look at what the energy is speaking about today. What are we talking about with this group today? I have the Moon in the reverse, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting... if you've been feeling like you have been doing a lot of shadow work and you always feel like there's always something to look at or to fix within yourself, I'm actually hearing a message to stop. Like, you know enough, like you've been doing your inner work for quite some time, and actually now it's important to have a break and not focus on what you can fix within yourself, but instead what you already know. And that's what I'm getting, because then I got the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, and this is such a sharp message to say you know enough. You don't need to be focused on what you can improve more on within yourself. What you need to do is to take action in a way that is coming from that inner place of authority that you've cultivated. You've cultivated such wisdom within yourself, about life, about so many things, and you don't give yourself enough credit for what you know. And I think you're stuck in, like, they call it like the healer's loop, like always searching, like needing to heal, needing to work on yourself, like there's something always to be working on. And I'm actually hearing this is a chapter for you, this is a reminder for you to take a break from that constant healing and to step back into, actually, I know what to do, and actually I can just sit in all this amazing work that I've been doing and just be the manifested queen. You know so much, and you can trust yourself and your intuition now, and you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. What else can I tell my friend here? Five of Swords, Nine of Wands reversed, and the Lovers. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I do feel like part of you has stopped the need to prove yourself. Like, I think this is a pattern you've learned about yourself in relationships, and you've stopped the pattern, which is to prove yourself. That's the Knight of Wands reversed. It's needing to validate your point of view from another person. Like, you no longer look for outside validation for how you decide to live your life. Not that you're not conscious of how your actions affect others. It's just you stop looking for that approval from outside of you to validate yourself, and that's very powerful. However, with the Five of Swords here, I'm also getting a message of the fight continues sometimes for you. Like, it's almost like you're so used to the inner work and just doing a lot of identity work and, like, you know what I'm talking about, the shadow work. But they're saying, like, it's almost like you keep the fight going when there isn't one to have. Like, you keep progressing towards fixing yourself in ways when actually there's no problem here, and there's nothing to fix, and there's nothing to go after. And that's why it's upright here, the Five of Swords. This is something you're still learning within yourself and within relationships. It's mostly coming back to, you don't need to create drama where there isn't any. Not that you're a drama creator, but kind of with yourself you are. You kind of create drama where there doesn't need to be drama with yourself, and that's what I'm seeing. A little highlight for you of where your current energy is at. I have the Three of Swords. You've definitely been through some heartbreak, some dark nights of the soul in your life, and I'm hearing it's made you a much more compassionate individual, coming from so much love. And I'm hearing you need to have more of that love and compassion for yourself, because you always have the grace for others, but you don't always have the grace for yourself. And that is something that needs to be looked at, addressed in a way that's loving. Not that you need to fix yourself again, but it's just a noticing, like, why am I always so picky about me, but yet I give so much space for other people? Why can't I give that space and patience to myself? Good questions to ask yourself. What else? What else can I tell my friend? I have the Chariot. Yeah, now is really a time for a new lesson in self, a new beginning chapter for you. The Chariot really is the representation of a new beginning. And with the Sphinxes here, the black and white Sphinxes, it's like a mastery of your dark, your light, the integration of both, your feminine, your masculine, however you want to look at it. I'm just noticing my shirt too. We got the black and white today. So it's like the balance of everything, and not stuck in the forever healer, forever healing type identity. It's stepping into this new identity of wholeness, of balance, of like, let's fuck around and find out now with this new energy, but not from a place of there's still more to work on. I'm still transforming, manifesting. I mean, yes, those things are always true, but it's about the identity, no longer feeling the identity of like, I'm still healing. It's more of the identity of now of like, I'm integrated. Let's see what I can create in this new integrated self. That's how I'm feeling. There is a little construction going on. I hope the microphone is not picking that up. What else? What else can I tell my friend here? I have the Seven of Wands. What else with that? The Two of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles. I feel like sometimes you wonder if you're doing enough. And I think that's kind of something to look at within yourself. Like when things are flowing and you're actually getting the manifestation of the output, that's when you feel the most aligned. But that's something to look at, because I think that's something we've been conditioned into, like the need to prove ourselves through external means, right? Like we work a ton, we make a lot of money, then that is, let's say that is the manifestation of that. It feels good to the ego, but obviously it has nothing to do with your sense of self and your worth. Your worth is limitless and you're infinite. And that just always needs to be at the forefront. And you're going to have seasons where you're more productive and you get more, let's say, like results. And then you're going to have seasons where everything is confusing and blurry and you don't really know. And I think like to love yourself through all of the seasons and not need outcome to feel whole and complete. I think that's what this message is saying. You don't need to be forcing an outcome in order to feel whole. It doesn't matter what's going on the outside. You are whole and complete as you are. And I know you already know that, but this is the reminder for you of that, because I know, like, even for myself, I feel the pressures and the conditionings of needing to perform, needing to get results. And it's something I've been working on in myself, to let that go. Let it go. We don't, life is ebb and flow. We see in nature. It's not always production season. There's different seasons for different things, and they're all necessary and important. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else from the tarot before we move on to oracle messages. I have the Ace of Cups. I have the Page of Wands, and I have the Magician. This is saying to just follow your gut, follow your heart, follow your soul in this next chapter. It's going to be so important as you're just creating from your limitless self. And remember that you're limitless. Remember that literally all of life is you. Everything you're experiencing is a projection of you. Everything. So have fun playing and like looking around and be like feeling connected to it all. And then, yes, manifesting from that place, but letting your heart and your gut guide you. Let your intuition guide you, and then just create based in not needing a specific outcome. You can envision things for sure, how you'd like things to be, but at the end of the day, you have to let that vision go completely, surrender it. Say this or better, and I'm not going to stress, I'm not going to worry, I'm just going to create. I'm just going to do what I feel called to do. Period. Okay. Let's start. Let's start with some oracle messages. I'm going to start with the Moonology. What message from the moon wants to be heard today? Okay, we have believe in the impossible with the blue moon. Once in a blue moon, right? Believe in the impossible. There's some kind of big dream you feel in your heart and your gut, and it just like brings in the good feeling energies and emotions. Like, yeah, I would love if this kind of thing happened. I'm going to say believe in that. Surrender the how it happens, but absolutely believe that everything you want and desire is possible. The dream career, the dream family, the dream partner, whatever it looks like for you. Believe in your dreams, truly. Also, if you feel called, work with the moon. Talk to the moon. The moon is a big mirror, and she's like a reflection to us. So when we talk to her, she's got wide range all over the world. She travels, right? So talk to her. Create a relationship. Like honor the new moons, honor the full moons. There's different, ritual things you can do during those times if you don't already. But if that calls to you, definitely start a relationship with the moon, because she's powerful. She hears you, and she'll act on your askings. Truly, that's how I've found it to be in my experience. So I love that this card came out for you. Believe in the impossible. Have fun envisioning, but at the end of the day, you can like leave it up to the moon. Leave it up to God. Leave it up to source to take care of the how, when, why it comes into you. But those feelings that you get, the dreams that you feel, like the visions that you have, the things that you want, you're also receiving those from source. So it's kind of like when we try to control or we try to manipulate the outcome, we're blocking our blessings when we're doing that. So the best thing to do is just to open up the channel, to know that like your desires, they're not actually yours. They're the desires of the source. And so you just get to be the vessel that experiences these desires. So to honor that too, to know that it's all connected and all divine. So believe. You're feeling things for a reason. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to pull from the animal deck next. Let's try this one. I always have the decks listed below in the description. Best message from my friend from this group. What does my friend need to hear most? Thank you. It's in you. It's in you. It's in you. I love that. Okay, this is 24. 24. It's in you, not so cowardly lion. In the story of the Wizard of Oz, the cowardly lion traveled the yellow brick road to get to Emerald City to request what his heart most longed for, courage. Little did he know that during his entire frightening journey, he already possessed that which he sought so desperately. For in his heart there roared a courage that was always his to claim. The cowardly lion needed the outer journey to understand that what he most desired was always within him. What you seek, you too have in you. Do not give up the journey. Persevere and endure the uncertainty. Remember that having courage does not mean you are fearless. It means you do the thing despite being scared. Cowardly lion who now has transformed into confident lion shares his medicine with these questions. What if everything you've been searching for is not only right in front of you, but is in you? What if everything you've been chasing outside of yourself was the part of you that you couldn't see within? What if you were looking into others to find the you that was screaming to be self-actualized? What if every beautiful quality you deeply want you already possess? What if the sweep you off your feet love is your own love within, reflected back to you? What if the gift you have been waiting to actualize was crying out, I'm right here, please, please, please see me? What if the whole entire time it was you that you were searching for? What if you chose you and stopped waiting for others to choose you? What if you stopped running towards external validation to prove your worth and instead went within and became yourself? Oh, bars on bars. Nice. And it's like seriously what we were talking about with the tarot. The stopping of looking for outside validation and validating everything within you. And that's why you get the desires. That's why you get the pulls to do something. It's like it's already within you. It's just fun to see it manifested. But it's already all within you. And big emphasis on doing things scared. Like even if it's, it's going to be messy, it's not going to be the best, like at least you're doing it. You're doing the thing. You're taking the risk. You're living life. Like there's no better way to honor life than to do stuff. To honor what's inside, what you're being told, what you're receiving. And everything we desire is already within us. Seriously, the dream partner. We love the feeling of being in love. We're searching for that feeling, but that feeling we create within ourselves. Yes, and then we're all reflections of each other in that way too. So I think this is the perfect message. And also the lion, the courage, the heart. In the Wizard of Oz, the lion needs a heart of courage. And that's where everything comes from. So trust your beautiful heart, listen to your beautiful heart, and honor it. Honor it by, taking the action on what it asks you to do without expectation. No need for validation. You already have it all. Everything else is just a cherry on top. Just like that. Okay. Next, let's move on to, this is the Mystic Mondays Astro Alignment deck. We'll get some astro messages. Okay, we have Capricorn. Nice. We are in Capricorn season. Actually, I think we're just ending Capricorn season as I'm recording this. We just had a Capricorn new moon a few days ago as I'm recording. Disciplined, tenacious, resilient. I am Capricorn sun. I have like 5 planets in Capricorn. It's the sea goat. It's the master of bringing, master of the physical world with the spiritual world, like bringing things into manifestation. Very grounded, both emotionally, physically. Yeah. 7th house, partnerships, balance, one-on-one relationships. Yeah, nice. Also like business contracts and marriage even, I would say. 7th house. And we have water, refreshing, mysterious, and fluid. I feel like all of this is describing the kind of relationship you have with yourself right now. It's like getting so much more solidified, like you and you, focusing on those solid foundations with you, because that's how you build into other relationships. When you create such a solid foundation with yourself, when you understand your emotional depths and that you don't let your emotions, they don't ruin you anymore, rule you, because you understand them. You know how to process your emotions. When we don't know how to process them, we're spilling them onto other people and affecting other people. But when we understand them, then that's a whole different ballgame. Yeah, so I think I see you. You have been so focused on that relationship with you and creating emotional safety within yourself, so that when you get into more one-on-one relationships, which I think is what you're desiring, just deeper bonds with people, then that is going to come from a place with solid foundation. So therefore, when you're finding people that either fit with you, match your vibe for the long term or not, you're good either way. Like you don't require another person to fulfill your happiness. You are filling up your own cup with all this energy is what I'm seeing. And you're so focused on creating solid foundations within yourself, because that is how then we create deep, long-lasting friendships that are based in depth and based in realness and authenticity. People that also do this kind of work. So that's what I see. That's what you're focused on, and I think that's really going to set you up well for the future. So keep doing your thing in that regard. Okay, lastly, I'm going to pull from the I Create My Reality deck. This is the deck. Best message for my friend from this deck. What do they need to hear most? Thank you. It says all emotion is temporary. It says, I choose to move forward every day, learning and growing as I go. Life can be challenging sometimes, but it is in those challenges that makes us who we are, because of how we deal and allow those challenges to affect us. Let us put more energy towards the emotions that make us feel good and recognize the emotions that give us challenges. All emotion is temporary. Change your emotion and change your energy. And that's exactly how I think you live your life right now, especially now, like really focusing on your emotions and how they affect you, and like how to honor them, like how to let them go through you, like in healthy ways, right? You're really, again, mastering your emotions, and that's come up now a few times in your reading. And again, that makes you have more solid foundations within yourself, and it makes you a better friend, a better person for society, like a better partner, a better parent, like everything improves when we improve ourselves, because then we're being the example, and we're literally vibrating at the frequency that allows others to come up and meet us. And you're no longer being swayed by this and that. And honestly, I think one really smart thing you're doing now too is making the meaning for things. Like if something happens to you that could be perceived as negative, I don't know, your car gets towed or something like this. It's like, it sucks. Yes, you can feel that initial suck, but then also you're like, okay, well, this is going to benefit me in some way. I'm declaring that. I'm making that the energetic signature. And you know what happens when you do that? Then you align to that timeline, that frequency, that vibration, where that is true. But you make that in your mind. You make that with your emotions. So truly, I think you're taking radical responsibility, knowing that the power is in your hands to create. And you're not letting your emotions rule you anymore. Not that we're not human, not that we don't all lose it here and there. This isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. And that's what I think you're becoming so good at, is like the awareness of yourself. And as we become really good at knowing ourselves, then we start to see others more clearly. So I just applaud the work that you're doing, because not everyone does it, obviously. But this kind of work helps to raise the vibration in general on the planet and within all of us. So as you help yourself, you help others. Okay, so that is your reading. I hope it brought you nourishment. I hope it brought you clarity and confirmation for exactly where you are in your life. And whenever you need more nourishment, you can come on back. I put out 2 readings a week, and this is just a timeless library of mystery readings. I have my link below in case you want a private reading or to work with me. And until next time, guys, we'll see you on the next reading.